How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we are looking at some of the news in the cryptocurrency market from companies that are buying Ethereum and putting it on their balance sheet, large billion-dollar companies, to just some news in the general crypto market, Bitcoin, all of these types of news events we're going to cover, and why Bitcoin at 57,000, 58,000 is like the new 43,000. So I'm going to cover that. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate that. Please hit the subscribe button too. I bring videos here every single day, so that way we can keep you guys up to date as much as possible on the cryptocurrency market. I also did a video yesterday that was explaining how to get jobs in the cryptocurrency market. So I'll put that in the end screen. I actually interviewed 5 or 6 different people from the industry and companies that were actually hiring for positions, like high-powered positions, and I'll put that on the end screen so you guys can watch that a little bit more. So I appreciate that. The market is looking a little bit better here today, and I'm excited to bring you some of the news. So I do want to take a second and talk about Margex. So there's a link to this underneath the video. This is for experienced traders. They have very low fees if you're trying to day trade or you're trying to trade on leverage. Now, I'm always very cautious. I don't trade on leverage myself, but honestly, I know there are some people that can make a lot of money from this. So if you are comfortable and you're an experienced trader doing this, you can get up to 100x leverage on this. They have deep liquidity, low fees. Also, it's very user-friendly. They can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, LTC, EOS, and YFI. You can see here, if I want to buy like 0.02 Bitcoin on 5x leverage, super easy, buy, done. Very user-friendly. So if you guys want, there is a link to this underneath the video. So you can get a $50 bonus using the link underneath the video. And if you deposit 0.004 Bitcoin, so less than half of a 1/100th of a Bitcoin, you get an extra $50. So definitely check out the link underneath the video. So the general crypto market is looking better. Bitcoin came up from about 55,000 up to about 58,000. Ethereum came up from under 4,000 to about 4,300 or so. And generally, people feel a lot better in the market. I personally bought some Bitcoin yesterday, some Ethereum. I bought Solana and Cardano, Polkadot, VeChain. All of these I bought really recently. And I'm excited. I think that it's important to remember that if we looked like a week back, 2 weeks back, when we were at $65,000, and if I had said, hey, if I could give you Bitcoin as much as you want at $57,000, you would have said, yeah, I'll take it, even if I have to hold on to it. I believe strongly in Bitcoin for the long term. And that's why I tweeted this out yesterday. If I could give you $50,000 Bitcoin right now, would you take it? And of course, everyone says yes. But when we see dips like that, when we see $7,000, $8,000 dips, not everyone feels like that is the best time to buy in. So I just wanted to bring that up. Now, overall, there were some positions that were liquidated. I think there is one thing that we have to pay attention to, which is the fact that there are still going to be liquidations. So we can see here, yes, the leverage ratio did go down a little bit, but it's also come back up. So this is just as of November 17, so it's not showing yesterday yet or today, but we saw liquidations and then it fell even further, and then our leverage ratio actually went up. So it's like people are seeing that the market fell down enough and now new people are going on leverage or they're upping their leverage. It is interesting to see because that could be something that could cause more of a dip here in the future if people are going too long and then they get liquidated. Now, with that being said, we still have had liquidations. Like I said, there were about $600 million worth of liquidations in the last 4 days. Still not a huge amount compared to what I would have expected. And we can see, though, that the whole market is turning up a little bit. So the RSI seems like it's about to reset. You can see it is down here in this 35-ish range, 40-ish range. And we've seen it bounce the last 2 times that fell down this far. We had 2 big moves to the upside. So if we see that again, we could easily see $100,000 Bitcoin here soon. And there is still a lot of money flowing into the market. So just today, just over the last day, Gemini raised $400 million to build a metaverse outside Facebook's walled metaverse. So they want to join the metaverse race, and they are not the only ones doing that. So along with that, we got news that Time Magazine is going to hold Ethereum on their balance sheet. Now, Time Magazine was bought a couple of years ago for about $3 billion, so it's not a publicly traded company, but still, it's a large company that's going to hold ETH on its balance sheet. So they will hold Ether on its balance sheet for the first time as part of a deal with crypto investment firm Galaxy Digital to educate readers about the metaverse, according to a press release shared with CoinDesk. Now, I tried to figure out how much it would hold, but I can't find it. So it says Time has been holding Bitcoin since April after being paid in cryptocurrency for a deal with Grayscale. This is going to be fascinating to see how much this is if it ever comes out. They refuse to comment on the size of the deal, but disclose that it will run for roughly 6 months. So still pretty cool. Billion-dollar company, multi-billion-dollar company adding to their balance sheet Ethereum in addition to just the Bitcoin they already had. Time Magazine adding it to their balance sheet I think is a good thing, because Ethereum I'm very bullish about. There's just not much to go around. A lot has been taken off exchanges. Now we only have about 15.5 million, while just in January of this year we had about 24 million on exchanges. So about 30-40% has been taken off, and I think that's just going to continue to happen. Overall, this is a kind of a cool website. I can link this underneath the video if you want. I still am really new to this, but this is the Colin Talks Crypto Bitcoin Bull Run Index. So this gives a score based on a variety of different metrics, from Bitcoin search, also 2-year moving average, the MVRV Z-score, and they put all these together into this one number. Now you can see when we have spikes, then afterwards we had dips. When we saw a huge spike back here, then we had a huge dip. And as the score goes up, the more of a risk of overheating there is. So you can see here we're around a 60, so still not close to where we were before, where we were at about 73, 74, and then back here where we're 92. So this, again, is just a kind of an interesting resource, maybe one more thing to take a look at as we move up in price to see, okay, are we looking like we're overheating here soon? Now, the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is at 34. So we were at $57,000 and we're in fear. I just find that interesting because of the fact that last time we were around 34 was actually early October. So we were at 27, October 1. Then we spiked up to 54 one day later because we got a big push in the market from about 43,000 up to about 48,000 in one day. We went from fear to greed very quickly. But you can see that last time we were around here, we were at $43,000. So 57,000 is the new 43,000. It seems like people are scared at 57, which is a good sign if you have been a long-term holder that, hey, not that this is near the floor, but you can tell that people are scared when we're this low. And a month or two ago, we would have been ecstatic to be at where we are now. So of course, there could be more red after this. I talked about some of the liquidations. I also talked about the leverage in the market. I still think that we could see more leverage being shaken out, but just because there is high leverage doesn't necessarily mean that we will get shaken out. So we could always see something happen where, hey, the price goes up, there's a lot of need for Bitcoin and cryptos in general, and when that happens, people could scale back their leverage positions, but more likely than not, we do get shaken out most of the time when we do see high amounts of leverage. So I do still have some money on the sidelines. I am ready to put money in the market if we see more dips. I just constantly layer in. I think that is the best way to go. Now, if you want to know exactly what I buy and sell, you can check out the link down below to Patreon. You can check out the link down below to Margex if you're interested in that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.